Kuvings Revo830 is one of the newer cold press juicers out on the market today. Its ability to crush and extract juice from a wide variety of fruits and vegetables makes it extremely useful and beneficial. But is it really worth the price that it costs? Hopefully this video will help you answer that question, so stick around until the end. I'll cover the unboxing, the parts review, then I'll make some juice and you guys can see how it functions, and then I'll also clean it so you can understand that whole process as well. The Kuvings Revo830 retails for about $700, which is a pretty hefty price. However, you can catch deals where they mark it down a certain percentage. For example, I bought mine for 30% off during Black Friday, which helps a lot. I'll first start off with the unboxing. I really like how Kuvings ships this juicer. It's neatly packaged and the parts are well protected. The first thing you'll notice are the instruction manuals, which are pretty detailed. There's also some important guidelines about returns and a warranty card. Kuvings also sends a nice little recipe book that shows all the different types of juice recipes, from basic juices and to even smoothies. Next, we have the juice strainer, and this will likely be the strainer that you use the most. This is what will be used to make all the different fruit and vegetable juices. I'll show you this one in action later on in the video. You'll also notice this black rubber housing around the strainer. It's called the rotation wiper. This is what sweeps the juice to the spout as the fruits and veggies are being crushed. These strainers are made of high quality materials and it feels like they will last a long time. This part is called the juicing bowl. This is where all the action happens, essentially where all the raw ingredients are crushed and strained. You'll see this juice cap right here. This is where the juice exits the juicing bowl. The cap allows you to stop any flow of juice, which is a cool feature. The other end is where the pulp exits the bowl. This juicing bowl is also made of high quality materials, and the gear that attaches to the drive shaft looks to be made of a metal material, so that's great. Here we have the base of the juicer, and it weighs a good amount. Just about 15 pounds, so be careful lifting it out of the box. It weighs so much because it is packing a 240 watt motor, so it will be a little heavy. I got the silver color juicer and it's a nice finish. There isn't much detail on the outside, just the switch on the right of the base and the simple Kuvings logo on the front. On the back there's some ventilation for the unit, and this is where I did see that the juicer is made in Korea. On the left side there are some additional caution advice stickers, and on the top you can see the drive shaft and it is made of a metal material. There's also a Revo series logo etched into the unit itself on the top. In this final box we have some additional accessories. This is the cleaning tool used for the strainers. It is an extremely useful tool and I'll show you that later in the video. I do like how they made this a brighter green color to distinguish it from the other accessories. Included also is a smoothie strainer. This is what you can use to make a rich smoothie texture with frozen berries, bananas, mangoes, etc. You also get a blank strainer, which is used to make sorbets and frozen treats. Kuvings also includes some cleaning utensils like this round bristle brush and a cleaning brush which kind of looks like a toothbrush. They include this handy lid opener as well, which helps if you have any issues opening the lid. This is the pusher tool, which you can use to push veggies down the auto cut chute. It's better than using your hands. They also provide two of these large capacity cups that are very nice. One is used for collecting the pulp and the other one can be used for the juice. Both are BPA free, and the cups also include measurements on both sides in ounces as well as milliliters. The smaller juice cup can hold 1 liter, while this larger pulp cup can hold 1.5 liters. This piece is called the drum lid, and it essentially is where you will be feeding the fruits and veggies through. It is made of a stronger plastic type material and feels durable. There are two ways to feed veggies through this. The first is through this part called the flip gate, and this can actually be locked so that it's not flipped up open all the time. The other way to feed veggies is through this auto cut chute. This is where you can feed larger veggies like carrots and celery. I'll show you how this works later on in the video. The drum lid includes some warnings on the side like don't stick your hand in. Finally, we have the juicing screw. This is the part that crushes the veggies and fruit. It's made of a durable plastic material and there are no sharp blades, which kinda surprised me because I'm so accustomed to using a blender for making juice. This juicer works differently in that this juicing screw crushes everything down to a pulp. The part of the juicing screw that attaches to the drive shaft is made of a metal material and it looks like it will last a very long time. Okay, now that we've gotten through the unboxing, let's put this thing together and make some juice. So I'll start out with the base. First step is to have the base logo facing you and don't plug in the juicer just yet. Take the juicing bowl and place it on the base with the juice spout cap facing you like this. Next, I'll attach the rotation wiper to the juicing strainer like I'm doing here. I'll take the strainer and insert it into the juicing bowl, making sure these two red dots line up. Next, take the juicing screw and insert it into the strainer and juicing bowl like this. There's no dots to line up here, but you'll just have to insert it right in the middle and turn it until it clicks into place. Finally, take the drum lid and line up the dot on the lid with the red dots on the juicing bowl and strainer. Next, turn the drum lid to the left or clockwise until the red dot lines up with the lock icon. This is actually a safety feature in that if the drum lid is not properly locked in place, the juicer will not run. If you haven't already done so, you can flip the switch on the top of the drum lid to open the flip gate. Place one cup in front of the juice spout and the other for the pulp. At this point, the juicer is ready to start crushing and extracting. Make sure the power switch on the side is not on and plug the juicer into the outlet. I've already prepped my veggies and fruit by really just cutting off the ends of the carrots, cutting the apples and pears and beets into sections. Doesn't have to be too small. Peeling the skin off the cucumber and cutting it into sections. Of course, you'll want to wash the veggies as well. Turn the power switch on the side to the forward position and it will power on the juicer. You'll also notice that there is a reverse to the switch. This just allows the juicing screw inside to reverse direction if you have some sort of stuck vegetable causing a jam. You'll see how this juicer handles the carrots. You can just drop it down the auto cut chute and the juicer will do the rest. It's pretty amazing stuff. I've been using this juicer for about 2 weeks now and I haven't experienced any issues with things getting stuck. I would highly recommend cutting beetroot or beets into sections because the juicer seems to work a little harder on these tougher root vegetables. You can actually hear it really cranking to crush this beet. Flip the juice spout to pour the juice out. I would recommend keeping this open during the entire process. Here you can see how the pulp looks once the juice is extracted. The juicer does a great job at pulling all the juice out of the pulp. By the end of juicing, you'll have a delicious juice that is rich consistency but not too overbearing. It's amazing what this juicer outputs. As far as cleaning the juicer, most of the parts are fairly straightforward and easy to clean with minimal effort. The juicing strainer does require a little more extra scrubbing since there will be some pulp buildup on the inside. Fortunately, as mentioned earlier, Kuvings provides this super cool cleaning tool to make this much easier to clean. What I typically do is run this under water while using the cleaning tool to scrub the heck out of it. The cleaning brushes also makes removing pulp very easy. One thing to keep in mind, and this is probably the only negative impression I have about this juicer, is that when it's fully assembled, it's actually pretty tall. Like, it's so tall that it doesn't fit under my kitchen cabinets on the counter. It's not a deal breaker because I just keep the parts separated on the counter, but it is something you should keep in mind. So going back to the question from the beginning of the video, is the Kuvings Revo 830 worth the price? I would certainly say yes, it is worth the price. The Revo 830 makes the task of juicing easy, and to be honest, it's kind of fun. The 15-year warranty on the juicer makes it even more of a good deal. Out of all the things that we can invest in, our health should be the top priority. All too often, we spend money on things that we really don't need much, like $1,000 on the latest cell phone or hundreds of dollars on new clothes or the newest gadgets, yet we hesitate on spending $700 on a juicer that can absolutely change your life. Do your body good and purchase this juicer. You won't regret it. I would highly recommend this juicer to anyone looking for a high quality juicer that will help power your adventures and stuff. If you have any questions or comments, please, as always, leave a comment in the comment section below, and do hit that subscribe button because we will be doing some more product reviews in the near future. Thanks for watching.